welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be showcasing the Mon Mothma from Secrets of Power. The deck is extremely powerful and it's really fun to play. Remember, in this series we do a deck list analysis and then we jump into some gameplay. So let's go ahead, check out the list and get some matches going. Okay, so here we have it. This is the list. Shout out to Devis for uploading it. We've been testing it out. He says he has an 80% win rate with over 50 games played. We're sitting around a 60% win rate with like 25 matches. I'm sure as we get to know the deck better, that's going to improve. Well, let's take a look. First, we have Mon Mothma. She ignores the aspect penalties on non-dark side official units you play. She's a 3/7 that flips on 5 and then gives +1 resistance to all your units. And we're playing Data Vault. I've seen a bunch of decks playing droid manufacturing, but I really think it's not worth sacrificing over 8 points of HP just to get those 2 droids. Definitely you can win some matches with the 2 extra droids and then using Unity of Purpose, but I think you're going to lose more games overall by using that base. So definitely liking Data Vault better. You can see here we have a bunch of officials that are benefiting from Mon Mothma's ability as favorite delegate, Bail Organa, outspoken representative, Chairman Parnodia, Chancellor Palpatine, Senator Chuchi, so a bunch. Also Populist Advisor. This is like really good ability because it gives us a lot of flexibility and we can bring in a lot of the good cards. So let's start with Populist Advisor. Great 1-drop. It's an official for 1-drop. That makes it really important because R2, which is our other 1-drop, works towards the Unity of Purpose goal we're trying to build here, but not really for the official part of the deck list, which is really important. Let's start by seeing why, because I think it's important you see like the 2 very important cards from the deck. So first, Renowned Dignitaries. This card, I think it's the main reason, apart from Unity of Purpose, why we can actually play this deck. What he does, he's a 5/6 with Overwhelm, that when played, he heals 2 damage from your base for each friendly official you have. So sometimes you're dropping this and you're healing 12, you're healing 14. Even if you're healing 6 or 8, it's just devastating for an aggro opponent. And then if you drop another one next turn, it's basically game over. So why is it important that we have a 1-cost official for this? If you're playing we reinforcement and you really want to find the dignitaries, and that's like the way you're going to save yourself, and you actually manage to also find a populist advisor, that's going to be amazing because you're going to heal an additional 2 and you're going to get a sentinel out of it. So you search the top 10, play the populist first, then play the renowned dignitaries, and you're minimum healing 4. And then you're also improving your board with a sentinel. So really good. That's why we really need that 1-cost sentinel and official unit. You have to play around a lot with the list with what you're going to play. So basically you want to play Bail Organa as your first drop. That's going to be your priority. Sometimes your priority can be Mas Amida to start drawing cards. If your opponent doesn't, like if you have a bit more time, if you have to raise him, start out with Bail and just try to get as fast as possible to a turn 4 Unity of Purpose. So a great play when you have to raise is you play Bail, then you resupply on turn 2, attack with Bail, discard something and play a spy. And then next turn, if you've managed to resource a Palpatine, you're going to be deploying Mon Mothma, deploying Palpatine, which is really worth it, even if he costs 2 more. Then you're going to have 3 spies, you're going to have Mon Mothma, you're going to have Bail. Then if you attack with Bail again, you're going to have another spy, and then next turn, Unity of Purpose, you win. Like, that's the fastest way you can, that's the perfect hand. Other than that, there are a lot more options for your 2-drops. I would recommend, anyways, Bail Organa whenever you can, or Masamida. If you're going to play against an aggro deck, Mina Bonteri, I've seen it's really nice to have that extra restore 1, you know, just helping you out since the beginning, and then maybe dropping Akbar turn 2, dealing 2 damage to something, maybe that after that dealing with it with Mina, and having those 2 restore 1 bodies on the field is really important. You can even follow it up with Yularen. Any of those 2 are really good, and just try to outrace them. And also, Senator Chuchi excels at restoring. So when she attacks, she restores 1, and then on attack, you can give another friendly official unit restore 2. So with her, you're basically restoring 3. So if you're dropping like turn 1 Bale, turn 2 Chuchi, you're healing for 3 every turn, and that's going to be really, really good against aggro. And then that's going to give you enough time to just drop Renowned Dignitaries on board. And if you're playing against aggro, he's not hitting your units. So when Renowned Dignitaries hits the field and you're making spy tokens, we're talking about 10 to 12 heal, and that's it for an aggro deck. So really, really strong plays there with the Restore and the Renowned Dignitaries. I also really like to hold Renowned Dignitaries against Boba Fett Pilot, because it normally just takes it away from him. Like, he's been dealing indirect, trusting that whenever he plays his big units, he's going to be able to close off the game with a big space unit. And suddenly you're playing that, he's not dealing with your units because he doesn't have enough indirect to deal with the big resistances on your board, especially when you deploy your leader, everything's getting +1. That just gives you a lot of space to resist his indirect. And suddenly you're healing 10, and his biggest ship is going to do 8 or like 9 or 10. So suddenly you're taking him a turn back. So try to keep your Renowned Dignitaries in hand when playing against him, and then play Masamida. He's going to give you a lot of resistances, and you're going to be able to search your deck for either restoring units or another Renowned Dignitary, because dropping 2 is just going to be game over. So we're also playing C3PO, just 1 copy, just a nice card to have. I almost always say 2 cost. That's like the biggest ratio in the deck, so you normally get to draw. Favorite Delegate, amazing card. You get to draw. He has 5 resistance. He has 6 resistance with your leader, so it's very hard to deal with him. And if they're just attacking to make you discard a card, this deck draws so much cards that they're actually helping you out. Like, if they take 2 attacks or even use events to deal with the Favorite Delegate, he's being a big sentry that already drew you a card, already filtered out what you're trying to find, and then if he dies, you just discard something, and I'll show you why we're drawing a lot next. Major Partagas, he's just a really, really good game closer, so amazing card to find with U-Ring Reinforcement, or just a great card to drop late game and close the game with him. We play 1 copy, even worth it by playing it off aspect at 4. We've already talked about all this. Sherman Paranoia, again, I think just a 2/6, we hardly ever get to this close to make a spy token, but if you manage to get like 2 in your hand and you know your opponent draws a lot, it could give you a pretty good advantage. So just a good official to have around. He still costs only 3 because you're ignoring the aspect penalties, so a very good overall official to have in your deck. Chancellor Palpatine. So this guy is where people go like, are you really playing that? Is it really worth on 5? Yes. Yes. Whenever you deploy your commander and manage to get a Palpatine out, it's almost game over. Like, whenever you manage that, it's really, really good. So if you're playing Amida, try to find Palpatine when you're searching and then just drop him as a plot as soon as you can. And he's really, really strong. The fact that the spies have Sentinel really helps a lot against aggro decks. You're basically stopping them, leaving another body in the field. And remember, your spies, they're going to be 0/3s with your leader. And a lot of the time, most of your enemy troops are going to be 2 power. So every spy is blocking 2 hits. And maybe even you're going to be surviving an extra hit. And if you already had something on board, and next turn you're playing Unity of Purpose, you're going to have like 6 units on board, or maybe 5, and that's going to be game over. Or you're going to be playing a Renowned Dignitaries and healing for 12, and that's also game over. So Palpatine, look for him, mulligan to get him. So basically here, it's a very important part. You need to mulligan. You want to have a Queen Amidala or a Palpatine. Palpatine is better, but Amidala works. So if you got a good hand with Amidala and no Palpatine, you can keep it. Amidala is basically the same thing. A 5 cost drop, that's going to get you 2 spy tokens with the extra benefit that she's really, really good at surviving and has a 5 attack value, which is amazing. So that, like, both are really, really good, and they're dropping you 3 bodies into the field, which if next turn you have Unity of Purpose, you're basically winning the game if they didn't deal with your tokens and units on that turn. Next up, Petition the Senate. This card is so good against control. Like, you need to play it as soon as you can against control and just keep hand superiority. Control is going to wipe your board like if you can't rush him, like, if you see that you're not going to be able to do what we said at the beginning of having a unity of purpose game plan where you're going to win immediately, play the long game and just play the long game with Amida and petition the Senate and just fill up your hand. You know, we have Data Vault. We're playing with a 60 card deck, so we're not going to run out of cards, not even with Vigilance. And if we manage to get a bunch of cards in hand, eventually, even if they wipe our board one or twice, we're still going to win. Because we have cards that just dish out so many units and hit so hard, and then he can't pressure you either because you're healing more than he can damage you. So eventually you're going to find the unity of purpose and you're going to have 3 units on board, even if you don't have 3, and it's going to be enough to close the game. Resupply, this is very important. Prioritize resupply if you have unity of purpose in hand, because the best play you can do is turn 3, play Mon Mothma, play Chancellor Palpatine, have whatever turn 1 unit you played, and then next turn use unity of purpose. So if that's in your hand, if that whole combo is in your hand, extremely strong. Chancellor Palpatine, really, really good. He works really well with Bail Organa. Whenever he attacks and makes a spy token, it enters ready. Also, if anything dies, he's making a clone when he attacks that also enters ready. So I find it really good at applying pressure against control. Overall, really nice card to have at 4, good stats, and very good abilities. This deck makes a lot of tokens, so he's just really good. Command. So command it's weird. Sometimes it helps to just put 2 experience tokens on something and go crazy, and maybe putting it as a resource, or maybe getting a good unit back, like maybe getting a Queen Amidala back, something like that. It's not that good as a resource card because it doesn't enable your game plan of turn 3 deploy leader, turn 4 unity of purpose. Because if you're playing this on turn 4, so sure, you're getting like more resources, but it's not enabling the game winning. So overall, you have to play command if you're playing double green. It's very good overall, but it's not gonna enable. Don't think it's a replacement for resupply when you find it in your hand. And then I think that's it. We've talked about it all. Let's go ahead and jump into the games. Okay, so here we have our first match. We're gonna go against Darth Maul. Haven't played against Darth Maul, I think, with this deck. We're gonna go first. And let's see. So this is not such a good starting hand. We have 2 of our good cards, but we don't have ramp. Maybe 2 populist advisors at the beginning, but then he's gonna be dealing damage to our units. I'm not really sold. Let's go ahead and mulligan. Much better. We have resupply, we have bail. We can resource 1 bail. Command could be good here. Okay, perfect. It's a much better hand. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we'll go ahead and claim. Perfect. So check it out. We got Palpatine. So he's now plotted. Ideally here, what we don't want to do, we're going to wait for him to hopefully attack so he doesn't kill our spy token. Let's go ahead and resupply. Okay, so it would have been like the same. It's okay. We can claim, and then we're still gonna have a pretty strong turn right now. So here we go. I think major part gas, not really what we're looking for right now. I think we can just start out by deploying. We're gonna survive this. He's gonna have to use his ability. Let's do it. There you go. Maybe we can even kill it before he even attacks. We're still short on the unity of purpose, but we got some sentinel units we can use to protect our field, and then just maybe play the long game here. Okay, that's fine. I feel like I really want to protect my board. So let's just deal with this guy. He's probably going to deal 1 damage, take advantage of his. And then next turn, what I'm seeing is that we can use command. Maybe get Palpatine back and deal with this. Actually, we can't. We need to put the experience tokens and then. So, okay, 1 damage to each of the spies. That's fine. We'll claim. I still like our position. Check that out. We have U-wing reinforcement. I think we can drop this. And then let's see. We don't really want to have that 4-4 threatening us. But we can also just play this, and that's going to save us from an attack and get us a unit, and then we can do command. But getting rid of a 4-4 sounds good as well. Let's go ahead and do that. So give 2 experience to a unit, and then a friendly unit deals damage, and we're going to deal with this. He doesn't have the force. That's where I want to keep it. Whatever he plays, we're going to be able to deal with it with Mon Mothma. Probably. And we still have 2 units, and we can play another unit. That's going to be really good against him because... Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and keep waiting. We're just going to attack with our tokens. And next turn, we got U-wing reinforcement. That's going to be extremely strong. So he claims, we play this, we pass. Really liking the spot we're in. I don't think we need Masamida at this point. I'd rather have Mina Monteri for the restore and the extra card draw. So basically, when she's removed, we can disclose 2 green on a light side, and then we get to draw a card. So right now, even if he's playing like an ambush card, he has to go over the Sentinel, give us a token. Let's see what we can get out of U-wing. Perfect. So I'm gonna do it right now because if we find an Akbar, that's gonna be game over. And there he is. So what we want to play right now, so I think this is good. This is very, very good right now. So 4 and 3, that's 7. I think that's good enough. So let's play this, then play this, play cards in selection order, deal 6, and that's rough. That's really rough for him. He doesn't have his leader ability this turn. We have a Sentinel. We have a big, big damage on board. And this guy is going to be amazing. Okay, so he's attacking us. That's fine. We will start attacking as well. We have a pretty good board presence. And if he, for some reason, manages to remove this, we're going to get a 2-2, a 2-3. That's going to enter ready this turn and going to deal an extra 2 damage, taking us up to 20 damage on base. Okay, no problem. Keep attacking base. Maybe he has some upgrades. There you go. We're really, really not worried about that. And okay, we'll go ahead and pass. Oh, we have another U-wing reinforcement. That's amazing. I don't really think we need the German. So, you know, he can't attack because he's basically giving us 2 tokens. He's enabling Palpatine to attack and create an untapped token and giving us an untapped token with the outspoken representative. There you go. Very, very bad play. He doesn't have enough for removing our whole board, so let's just go ahead and create a token before maybe he removes Palpatine some way. You know, he probably has maybe Maul, which would hurt us if he removes Mothma. What did he do? Okay. He's dealing 1 damage to a spy. Really, that's like nothing. Okay, let's go ahead for 5, and it's basically game right now. Yep, that's it. GG. So let's go ahead and let's go to game 2. So if you like the video so far, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go over to match number 2. Okay, so here we go. We're playing against Chancellor Palpatine. We have to rush him really, really hard, which right now we don't have the hand for. And now we not really, but maybe with the Palpatine, if we get to draw the... if we actually get to draw Unity and Purpose, we can do this. Okay, this is pretty good, but still not Unity and Purpose. We need it. Okay, so not Unity of Purpose yet. Let's get Yularen. We don't need him in this match. Let's hit for 1. Let's resupply as well. And pass. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. So we actually got the perfect hand where we can actually show off if we can actually win this. So remember, we just play Mothma, deploy Palpatine. Next turn, we... Okay, he plotted something. We don't care about that. Deploy Mothma, trigger, hit for 4 or whatever. Like next turn, he's not going to deploy. Did he just resupply? Oh, crap. So he's probably going to deploy. This is not good. I think we need to do as much damage as we can. And yeah, we need to bring him up to 5. We really need those extra damage. He's going to deploy in his turn and deploy Palpatine, get 2 Sentinels. And that's going to be a problem for us. Let's get rid of this. In case we need to play the long game with this card. So I'm guessing he deploys Palpatine and then probably something else that gets me into trouble. Okay. Pulp. Okay. Slime War. Each enemy unit gets -2. That's good, but it's not enough. It costs 3 less, so he can still play Pulp. Okay. I think we still go for it and clear his board. And still hit him for a lot. Attacking base or attacking what? Attacking base. Nice. Okay, that's good for us. Let's kill this guy. I guess we kill Pulp. Yeah, we don't want to leave him with Pulp. And then I don't really care about Slime anymore. So we just gotta hit as hard as we can for base. And we're gonna lose 3 units right now. That's fine. Discard something. I guess we'll discard. Again, we probably need this. We need this. This is good, but we don't need it right now. Okay. Okay, let's resource this guy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Healing for 5. Okay. So I think we play Queen Amidala. For sure. And then we hit him for 3. Hope for the best. I'd rather do this play than the U-Wing reinforcement right now. Just in case we do get another Unity of Purpose. With R2, we can close the game off. That's fine. Hit here. Play here. Put on bottom. Pass. Nice. I like Pulp right now. Okay. Outspoken, representative. It's also pretty good against control. But I think it's our best option right now. Is he just going to kill a spy? Or is he going to clear the board? If he doesn't clear the board, he's in big trouble. And he knows it. Okay, that's a good play. Did he timely intervention it out? Okay. Oof. Such a good play. Okay. So Chancellor Palpatine is not good anymore. I guess we go with U-Wing. So that's 2, 4, probably just 6 over here. 6. Okay. We don't need this guy right now. Let's see if he cleans board. Again, got a pretty big Sentinel here doing a pretty good job for us. Maybe even instead of Jularian, I could have gotten the second Sentinel, but Jularian's just another official that can attack. Vigilance again. Okay. I should have... What an idiot. I don't need this. I should have resourced it. Okay. 5, 6. Okay, so we can deal with Vader. Let's do that. Okay. Too bad. We could have really used that 5 damage. Let's draw. Nice. I guess we just keep hitting bottom. And I guess we play Masamita. Pass. Resource something? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the pulp. We're not playing that for 5. Did he draw the Super Laser Blast? This would be a great moment for it, and that would give us a lot of trouble. If he doesn't have it, it's a big problem for him. You know, even if he can like remove some of our stuff, it's still gonna be rough. It's gonna be a big hit. Especially because of part gas. We can give him +6. Okay, did he timely it? Okay, he didn't timely it. Great. So I'm tempted to, now that he didn't, look for Unity. Let's just try it. Draw. And no, we need to do as much damage as possible. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Condemn, what's that? -6, -0. Gosh. Okay, so this guy just, when attacking anything? Wow, that's so good. Okay. 5 and 3, that's 8. Perfect. Okay. Guess we deal 2 here. No. Cancel. We play this. Bam. Yeah, I guess we can draw something now because that card's useless now. So trigger, grab this guy, and then just play this guy. If this one. So he has 34 cards. I don't think he resourced. Okay. So he has an Avenger, whatever. So one of those cards is Avenger. Oh, he probably doesn't have it because he would have used it this turn. So he has 2 draws over 34 to get the Super Laser Blast. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Okay, that's an amazing card to play right now. But I'm not going to use Unity of Purpose yet because I don't know if he has Super Laser Blast. He can still have it and can be like playing with my mind. Whatever he plays now, I'll use Unity of Purpose after that. Oh, okay. So there he is. Almost half my deck, no Super Laser Blast. Yeah, I imagined. Good GG. And bam. He can't do anything now. We play Unity of Purpose. And that's game with a huge Clone Trooper. Okay, so there you have it. 2 matches, very different games. Okay, he left. Hope you liked it. Remember, if you liked the video, comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.